These are the Tarot and Oracle forecasts for the month of December 2018. We have a look at the big energies that will be touching on most of your lives in the month of December in some way or another, or it could tell you the entire story. If you would like to order a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or perhaps a weekly update for your particular star sign, please go to the links in the description box below. Right, Capricorn, so for the month of December, I poured a cup of tea for you, and we had a look at your tea leaves. I also pulled some of the tea leaf fortune-telling cards for you to give you a broader story, did a relationship reading, and tarot cards for you, so it's a nice big lineup for December. So I looked in your teacup, and it was full of bunches of grapes. The whole cup was full of bunches of grapes, and that means it's time to go out and have fun. So it's probably time to lighten up that load that your life has had lately and just go and do things that you really enjoy. There was also very clearly an apple in there. So you're going to be tempted by something in the month of December, very definitely. What I want to say to you is zoom in on the picture of that teacup, and if there's any symbol in there that really jumps out at you, you know, if there's something that you see in there, shape that you recognize instantly and it jumps out at you, let me know. And I can have a look at what that means to you, because for each of you, you'll probably spot something in there that's very applicable to you. So that's what I saw for you guys in your teacup. Now, the tea leaf cards that came up for you is the dog, the knot, the vine, the pineapple, the lion, and the star. The dog says protection from a powerful friend. The knot says unsuccessful plans. The vine says seek out information that will help you. The pineapple says reconciliation, the lion says time to act, and the star says guaranteed success. So in the month of December, somebody backs you, somebody has your back. This could be a case of it's someone physically, your boss, a family member, your spouse, a good friend. Somebody really is standing by your side and is willing to defend you in some situation. Something doesn't go according to plan, according to that knot, that the vine says seek out information that will help you. Perhaps go to that powerful friend and ask them for help or ask them for advice. It's a case of the solution to the plans not being successful can be found. You just need to go and have a look or ask or go searching for the solution, because it is there for you. The pineapple says reconciliation, which means the kind of feeling you get with this card, or I get with this card, is, and the message that comes through with it is, the plan won't go as you anticipated, as you wanted it to go, but you do manage to find resolution. Okay, so it won't go exactly the way you wanted it to. It's probably going to go in a little bit of a different direction. Things may work out a bit differently than you anticipated or exactly wanted, but it'll be fine. And that line says time to act, and that is when you need to make a decision and take action right then, because then you are guaranteed success. That final star card says then you are guaranteed success. So there's a few sort of key ingredients to getting that success in December that you're after in a specific situation that doesn't go according to plan in the beginning. You need to look for information. You perhaps need to ask a friend or someone to help you. You need to kind of accept it may not be exactly what you had in mind. You need to then know that action will have to be taken. You can't wait any longer, but you guaranteed success, and finally that is what will come to you, is success. It's very nice to know that even if in the beginning things are not going exactly your way, go looking for ways to solve this, because somebody somewhere is going to bring a solution for you. And it may not be exactly what you had in mind, but if you act on that, you are guaranteed success in the end. Your relationship reading is an interesting one. I took 3 of the Romance Angel cards, and then I picked a tarot card for each Romance Angel card to clarify it. And remember, this is any important relationship in your life. It's not necessarily a romance. It can just be a relationship that's very important to you. I will read what's on the Romance Angel cards, but remember, this is a spread, a layout, and added messages come with it, so there's more to it. There's more depth to it. There's a bigger story than just what is said on the card. The retreat says it's time to disconnect from the world, and you get the fire tong with that. Deception says someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, and you get the 9 of Sky with that. Passion says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and you get the Fire Queen with that. So retreat says right at the beginning of December, you find yourself having retreated, having withdrawn from the whole relationship scene. Either if you were looking for relationships, you now hold up somewhere, and you've kind of maybe burnt your paws and you're not exactly feeling like the whole relationship thing at the moment. Or if you're in a committed partnership or relationship, you just take a bit of time out from the whole engaging with your partner story, or the two of you have gone away somewhere and you've had a bit of quiet time away from outside influences. The Fire Tom says, however, now it's time to get back in the fray. Now it's time to get out there and take action. You keep getting that advice, don't you, that December is the month to take action. The Deception card, along with the 9 of Sky, says you have perhaps not been entirely yourself within relationships, or presenting yourself exactly as you are within a relationship. Due to fears, you are worried that it won't be well received, you're worried you'll be rejected, you're worried someone will be angry, especially rejection. That's a word that comes up big time. So those of you that are looking for new relationships, you kind of haven't been putting yourself out there completely. Maybe bits of yourself, or not your whole self, or not being honest with somebody about exactly who you are and what you want, because you're scared how they will receive you. And if you're in a committed partnership or relationship, you've been doing the same thing. You perhaps need to tell your partner something, you need to bring up an issue with them. Something is just being kept, you've put on this mask that is sort of hiding how you really feel. That's the words I was looking for. Because you're scared, if you take the mask off, how will you be received? But that final card, which is Passion, along with the Fire Queen, which is also the card of passion. So if you drop that mask and you present yourself exactly as you are, and you take action on something, on either a new relationship or within your existing relationship, passion will be restored in life. You will find that you feel that passion for life again, that enthusiasm, that wanting to be in a relationship, engaging with someone. It will all come back to you again in the month of December. So that's very nice news for relationships. Just remember that you're going to have to take action, and you're going to have to present yourself exactly as you are, and then that passion will be reignited. It can be that's why the passion, either in an existing relationship or in the fact that you kind of haven't found anybody that you really feel passionately about in new relationships, because you've been keeping parts of yourself back because you're worried how they will feel about it. You might have suffered some kind of rejection fairly recently, and that's kind of sort of wounded or bruised you a bit in a way, so you're keeping parts of yourself insulated, and you wear this mask that sort of keeps people at a distance. But then you can't fully engage, and you can't have that passionate relationship, which you're obviously wanting, because that is showing up in the cards. And December's the month to make that move, because take action seems to be your motto for December. Finally, your tarot cards sort of describe your situation in December quite beautifully. They bring up all the things that came up in your other spreads for December. The 5 of Earth shows this cat looking in on a scene of comfort and warmth, sort of a Christmassy kind of scene. It really has that feeling. And there he sits outside in the cold by himself. And you could be feeling like that at the beginning of December. You could be feeling a little bit isolated, a little bit left out in the cold, as if you don't really belong. And it's as if situations of late, perhaps people's behavior, perhaps even a bit your own behavior, has ended you up feeling like that. But the Sea Queen says, and the 9 of Fire, that if you take action now, and here we go again, to sort of let people, or just show them you care, participate in things that you can with the people that you know. You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the skills, that 9 of Fire says, to actually lead yourself back into where you belong and feel that sense of belonging. Also, to recognize, the Sea Queen says, that you are appreciated. You definitely are by the people around you, even if sometimes it's not obviously so. That Sea Queen says it is the case. So don't feel isolated, don't feel left out. it can just be, life just sometimes ends us up feeling like that. And to be perfectly honest, the planetary alignments of late, especially with Venus having been retrograde for so long, have made a lot of people end up feeling like that. It's an energy that's out there, but it's going to go now. It has gone now, and especially as Venus gets more and more direct, sort of, I think halfway through November already she would have done that, but she would have been retracing old steps for a while. You will start feeling that sense of belonging again, and make the effort to participate, to recognize and to appreciate when you have your friends, your family, the people that you love you, even if your pets are the ones that love you. Appreciate that, because it's all part of just rekindling that warmth in your soul again, okay? And know that there were perhaps lessons and wisdom learned along the way. That was the 9 of Fire. And you can now use them on the way forward, and the lessons might have been hard learned, but they will be what gives you strength and wisdom to deal with things in the future, and perhaps not end yourself up in this kind of situation again. That 7 of Sky says, however, there's something that's distracting you, or things that are distracting you, or people that are perhaps behaving a little off, and that's perhaps what you're focused on, and that can leave you still feeling isolated or rejected. Try not to be focusing on other people's issues, on other people's drama. Sort of bring that focus and attention back to yourself, because that final card, the Earth Kitten, says that do things that make you feel happy again. Eat nice foods, explore nice places. It has a gentle feel to it though, so it's not doing exciting things or going very far. It's just like in your neighborhood even, or just testing new foods you find at the supermarket that are not hugely adventurous. Just has that kind of warmth, explorative kind of feeling, Sit down and make yourself a really nice meal with something that perhaps you haven't eaten since childhood that you absolutely love. And go and do something that you haven't done in a long time that you really enjoy. Buy yourself a bunch of flowers if you like flowers. It really has that kind of feel. It's exploring the earthly pleasures, but gently. That just makes you feel like you belong, and you feel warm, and you reconnect with that energy again, and it will do you the world of good. So there's some very nice guidance coming through there for you. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.